Welcome to another episode of How to Set a Boulder, or in this case how I set a boulder, how I set this black boulder, and how I repeat myself 1,000,000 times about what I want to do and how I do it and what I change to make it possible. This time I set a black boulder at Urban Climb in Brisbane at their West End location, their oldest climbing bouldering gym, and the black grade is like the second hardest grade here in Brisbane. I don't know, don't ask me for numbers, it's just the second hardest grade, and I try to set something technical, delicate, because it is an arête, and I love arêtes. Before I start setting the boulder, I take a look at the wall to see what is possible, what can I set, and to try to guess which grade can I set it in. Then I take a look at the holes and at the volumes, and we are quite limited here in Brisbane. We have a lot of polished polyurethane because it's so hot. Every day it's 45 degrees, it's burning hell, and I'm sweating a lot. So this boulder turned out way harder than it was supposed to be, and I turned out way weaker than I assumed I was. But I had a lot of volumes, and I had some flat hole and cheater screw-ons I will show you later. And now let's take a look at the boulder and what happened while setting, while testing, and what I had in mind. Okay, welcome to this black arête here. So this shape of the wall is an overhanging arête. You can see here I used a lot of volumes, self-made volumes, and old Ike's volumes which were refurbished. And my hole selection was flat hole and 2 cheater screw-ons. I wanted to climb around this arête, so the starting position is here with my right hand on the big flat hole, left hand on this volume and the crimp, and I want to sit on this volume with the right foot and then cross over with our right hand to this really mean pinch. So we cross over the arête. It's supposed to feel like really like close, and it's really important to have your hip hopefully in the right position. Then after we crossed higher with our right hand, I want our left foot to step onto the right volume and then pull a little bit on the left foot so our left hand can bump to the lower one or maybe the higher one. Dual text flat hold as well, really bad holds, but together with a pinch on top and this volume up here in the middle and your left foot on the right hold volume. I hope we can move our left foot over to the left. I put a screw on the volume, on the tip of the volume, because the volume itself is self-made. It's really not that good. The friction is shitty. Everything becomes gets really spoochy here in Queensland, and it's an indicator for your left foot, hopefully. And then the move, I don't know how it will work out. Our right hand still on the triangular volume here on the pinch, left foot on the right volume, and then I want you to launch with your left hand to this hold. Something I rarely do or never do is flipping a hold onto the bed side so it becomes a bed hold, but I did it this time because I couldn't find any sloper screw-ons anymore. From this I want us with our right hand to bump to the Ike's volume, bump with our left hand again onto this little schmarotzer here. It's a small hole, so you can't hopefully move with the right hand to it, and then one more long move to the top hold. I didn't test anything yet, and I hope that the crossover works out well, otherwise I have to change maybe the left start hand or the right start hold where we're going to. And I can change or make all the handholds bigger to keep the same movement, but I hope this movement here will work somehow, because I'd like us to go around the arête first and then really far to the left with the left foot and then into a push palm move. Let's see how it works.
It's business time.
ended up with a boulder exactly like I wanted it to be. We did a couple of tweaks. As I said before, imagined already some of the moves maybe being too hard, but the core and the heart of the boulder and the movements are like I wanted them to be. So we moved this volume a little bit lower. And for the first move, you purely sit only with your right leg on this volume. Then, because the crossover was too far, we moved the volume further to the left, made it a little bit better. We attached the upper screw on the left side. Before that, it was quite a good hold because the thumb was on the right side here on the blue panel. But we had to move it further to the left, so you didn't have to cross over such a long of a distance. And furthermore, because you don't cross over your left hand really, your left hand is still a little bit below and left of your right hand where you go to. You can pull and push a little bit with your left hand. So, and you sit on this black volume, have your right hand on the pinch and your left hand flicks immediately to this undercling. Then you have the pressure on this white volume. You can bump your left hand. We had to increase the size of this hold as well. It's slightly in-cut now. Then we had to move the foot volume a little bit lower. I guess it was like 10 centimeters or 15 centimeters. So the bump or the push with your right hand is not that hard. Really tricky is you have to, once you have your right hand here and your left foot is on the white volume over here, your right hand needs to turn and rotate into a palm. And then we have the classic mental position in this overhanging panel. Your right foot is on the lower right white volume, your left foot is on the left white volume, left hand undercling, right hand pushes with his palm, and then our left hand goes higher to the pointy tip of the X volume. We changed this hold as well, it's a little bit better now, a little bit more in-cut. Then you have to keep the balance. My problem was always, as soon as I reached the left volume, I started pulling on it and lost the control here of this hand. Don't lose the control, just bump your right hand higher into this undercling, which we had to move from the higher side to the lower side, because otherwise you could skip the move and move higher from the start hold. Then you bump like intended with your left hand again. Because this move was a little bit harder after we moved the right hand hold lower, we had to add another footer for this move, this one. Then we moved the top hold a little bit lower and voila, everything works out perfectly. Oh, you watched the whole video? Thank you so much, and leave some comments here on Facebook, Instagram or on YouTube. I will read them all and I will try to improve every time bouldering and the videos. Thank you so much. Have a nice winter wherever you are. I keep on sweating. Bye bye.